Hello and welcome back to another video. Now for those of you that are new here, my name's Mel. The name of my channel is Big Van Small World. I've got new overalls by the way, and I'm currently turning this Mercedes Vario into a luxury camper van. Also, I helped run this amazing workspace. This is known as The Barn. It's a community of van builders. We're all here with one goal in mind, and that is to convert vans into camper vans. This is Sean. He's currently underneath his van fitting his water tanks. He had fitted them once before, but he's removed them to insulate them. Now he's putting them back. You're all right under that? It's a bit dodgy, mate.
Yeah, all good. All good, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah.
You've got your handbrake on?
Yeah, I've got an handbrake on. It's in reverse. I've got some shocks on the front wheels.
Right. So that's Sean. I can't show you the inside of this Vario because it's top secret. This is Craig and Judith. They don't want anyone to see what they're doing inside. They want to save it for the Vanlife Festival. They're going to unveil their creation. So looking forward to that. They've asked me not to show anyone because they want to surprise all their friends. This is young Jim's van. He's been here for over 6 months now and he's still working on his van. But then he does work full time as well. So that's pretty much what goes on here at the barn. We're all DIY, self-build camper van converters. Jasper just passed his MOT on his Vario. He's a very happy chap indeed. Let's give him a thumbs up. He was really anxious, really nervous. Right, so now you know what I do here. Let's get on and convert this Mercedes Vario into a luxury camper van. I'm going to try and remove that round circular thing you can just about see up there because it is a little bit lower than the ribs and the roof of my van, so I need to get that to a point where it's the same level as the ribs so my ceiling can then go up and it'd be nice and flat and level. I'm really looking forward to converting this Vario into a camper, and I have created a playlist on my channel. I'll put a link to that playlist down below, so for those of you that are new here you can catch up with what I've been doing to this Vario. So far I've spent the last 3 months literally restoring this, making it as roadworthy as I possibly can and as good and sound mechanically as I can before turning it into an actual camper van. But it's so big, is it actually a camper van or would you class it as a motorhome? Please do let me know. After all, it's going to have a luxury shower, we're going to have a sofa in there, a bed in there, a seating and dining area. It's going to be like a little apartment on wheels. That's the plan anyway. But we'll see how that goes as time progresses. Right, with all that out of the way, I really do need to do some work. So this is the lip that I'm going to be removing. Well, not all of it, just some of it, because it does actually come down lower than this rib here. So I've just hand drawn a line all the way around it, and I've done, I don't know, about 1/2 inch I suppose I'm going to take off, because I want this roof to be nice and level. Because this is a lot lower down than this is, then I need to cut a bit off basically. I've got to be very careful where I stand because there's no floor in my van at the moment. And the reason I've still got the floor up is because I'm going to be fitting a calorifier down here and a gas tank on this side. And at the back, on this side, this big space here, I'm going to fit another diesel tank. For the diesel heater, engine preheater, and the engine preheater, hopefully, is going to heat my hot water that's in my calorifier. Also, I'm thinking about getting a diesel powered cooktop, and that's why I don't want to burn road fuel. So I don't want to be cooking with road fuel. It could work out really expensive in the long run. So I'd much rather have a separate tank there, nice big tank that I can get at least, probably, I don't know, I want at least 20, maybe 30 litres, 30 litre tank down there, which will be under the floor, and I can fill it by a filler neck that's actually in the floor of the van, rather than have it on top and taking up boot space, valuable garage space. After all, that's the point. The whole point of having this big van is so that I have lots of room under the bed for all my toys. It doesn't sound right, does it? The word bed and toys. Not really good to include both of those words in the same sentence. People might get the wrong idea. But no, underneath my bed I'm going to have this huge fat tyre e-bike, or one of these. Can't decide which one of these I should keep just yet. Also underneath the bed I'm going to have all my scuba diving gear, my metal detecting gear, and maybe a sup board or two. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on. There's quite a lot of toys to actually fit in this van, but that's the whole point of having such a big van. This van's maximum laden weight is 7.5 tonnes, so hopefully that will be plenty for me and all my toys. Right, let's get the angle grinder out and cut this turret off. I think what I'm going to do is paint all this now where I've sliced it off. You can see the difference, how much lower that is, which means I can insulate this and put the ceiling up, and this will be well below that level of ceiling. Oh, that's backbreaking. I think I'm going to have some lunch first. Let's go and have something to eat. Well, seems like it's such a lovely day today, I can't really be bothered to cook anything fancy, so I'm going to do something that I've been trying to avoid. I'm going to eat some junk food. So today I'm having spinach ricotta garrizzoli. I don't know, how's that pronounced? I have absolutely no idea. It's basically little spinach parcels. And to cook this, it should only take 4 minutes. According to the instructions, bring some water to the boil and yeah, stick it in, see what happens. So there we go. I've got water boiling. Let's put it in, and yeah, let's take a little look at this. Let's have a go, shall we? It'll either turn out to be utter complete shit. After all, it's not real food. This is what I consider fake food because it's literally, I mean, it even looks like it's made out of plastic. I don't know if you can see that. I'm using a different camera, by the way, today, so the sound might be a little bit different. For these cooking segment videos, I'm experimenting by using my GoPro stuck to the roof of my van. This is my regular GoPro that I use inside the workshop. As you can see, it's got a proper microphone and everything on it. This GoPro is just a bare GoPro with a GoPro microphone, so this is a little bit of an experiment just to see what this sounds like. Let me know what you think in the comment section of this video. Is this sound good enough for this type of video? I've got to set a timer for 4 minutes. Let's try this. Let's have a go at this. No idea how this is going to come out. Jasper had these the other day. Jasper with the green Vario. And it looked really tasty, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to have a go at some of that, see what it's like. So cheers, Jasper. I should be setting my timer, shouldn't I? Oh, shut up, Mel, set your timer. Oh, it's on 5 minutes from the eggs. 4 minutes, start. There we go, 4 minutes. The countdown begins. Is this going to be, oh look, they've swollen up like little balloons. Oh my god, is that supposed to happen? They've all, yeah, they've really swollen up. I think this might even be a bit too much for me. Alright, we'll leave that to do its thing for the next 4 minutes. Oh, one of them's burst. We've got a burst one. Oh, we'll just let them boil for a minute more or two. Still got 2 minutes to go. Now I'm not just going to have these pasta parcels, I'm going to add some sauce. And I brought some deluxe sauce, if I can remember where I put it. Here somewhere. Tomato and mascarpone. I wonder what chemicals are in this. So the ingredients on this is mascarpone cheese, cream, milk, acidity regulator. Here we go, is the chemicals. This is what I've been trying to avoid to eat. Water tomatoes, 19% tomato puree, 18% sunflower oil. See, sunflower oil, really bad for you, not healthy at all. Modified maize starch. Doesn't say how much of that is in here, but basically maize starch, it's a leftover byproduct, and that would normally go to animal feed. But these food producers have realised they can actually add it to human food stuff and make whatever they like out of it. It's basically a synthetic starch that they can, and it's tasteless, and they can add all sorts of flavours to it. That's why I'm trying to avoid this sort of shit. Sugar, salt, onion, garlic puree, modified potato starch. Again, there's starch which is left over for when they make potato chips probably. Natural flavourings, yeah right. Basil acidity, another acidity regulator, citric acid flavourings, contains milk. There you go, so that's my sauce. Basically just a load of modified starch with a bit of flavourings added to it. Honestly, since I've been looking into these chemically induced food, it's really opened up my eyes. It's not real food, it's fake basically. Right, my alarm's gone off, so that's had 4 minutes. We'll stop that. Pour this hot water away. Oh, hang on, I need something to, yeah, that'll do, won't it? Like that. And then add our fake flavouring. Put a whole lot in. Put that back on the heat to heat the sauce. So we don't want cold sauce. Mix that in. Does look like shit, to be honest. I suppose I could just add the sauce to the pasta, but it does say on here, make sure, oh bollocks. All over me clean bedding, look. Clean on this morning as well. What a disaster. That's nasty. Now I've got what looks like baby poo all over me nice clean bedding. Me. There you go. Cooking in a camper van. This is what happens when you try and film yourself cooking in a van. Cook-o van. Sounds like a dish.
Here's a question, Mel.
Go on.
You just said to me, if you're bored, can you put this back together for me?
Alright. So,
well, we weren't
in
sure
other
what
words,
this bit was.
let's have a look.
Exactly where it was.
Has he had it all apart?
Yeah.
Thanks. Don't worry, I'm just cooking my dinner, but
Oh,
don't worry
maybe
about
do
that.
it first, mate.
It's alright, it's not important.
I've just kept it all back together.
I was trying to make the stuff you showed me.
Ah.
It looks a bit shit.
Mate, that's how it's supposed to look. That's perfect.
it?
What sauce have you got in there?
It's mascarpone, tomato mascarpone,
Perfect.
but most of it went over my nice clean bedding.
Oh no, we're taking the lid off. Oh shit.
Clean on this morning.
How much was that,
So
mate?
it's all your fault. I think that was the posh one, so it was like 85p.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
And that was £1, no, £2.40 I think.
It's a good
It's
meal,
cheap
isn't it?
meal, isn't it?
It's a good meal,
cheap
yeah.
meal. Yeah, I think I should stick to doing stuff like this, don't I?
It'd be good to know what that is. It was all in bits, so I've worked out how to put it back together.
Yeah, so if they've had the glow plug out, it could be the inlet filter. Completely wrong. So it's probably like a filter gauze.
What, really tight like that, you mean?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, it looks too tight. It looks too big, doesn't it?
That's even with that tight, that's going to be big,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, that ain't that then. Yeah, it's nothing like a Chinese one, is it? It
No.
looks so different, so well engineered compared to a Chinese one. You can see why they're dearer.
I've just tried to take one of here. Right, I've managed to reassemble it.
Yeah, we took
Oh,
it
right.
off. Yeah, it's like it's always.
Ah!
Just so
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
not
it
a crust
might
here.
be in there. There's a vent. like there's a shield.
It
Yeah.
could be there, but as
It's
far as
burnt
my
there, look,
knowing,
it's got a burn
yeah.
mark there.
as far as my knowing, it's always been at the other end.
Thank you, mate.
That's alright, there you go.
Have you got like touch lights? Do they touch on and off?
No,
Oh.
they just switch here.
You've got the touch ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you got a link to them on Amazon?
I got them from. I've got a quote as well.
Might have me lunch in a minute, eh?
From 12 volt.
What pallet?
Yeah.
No, just wait, don't worry now.
I don't know what we're going to do with that, Jim. Just tell me You beat me to them, did he? Yeah. You beat me to them, did you?
What's that?
Draw slides.
Oh, did you want them?
No, he didn't. He wasn't aware of them. It's
I
just,
just said to him, how much
It was the
weight
first
can you
person
draw
that I saw.
slides take?
Oh. Yeah, you've got to be quick round here.
Very true.
Yeah, I'm going to put a big drawer under my
Garage.
garage area and have a false floor. So I'll have the drawer.
Oh, floor
Yeah.
underneath it. And
Yeah, so no, the drawer and then a floor on top with me water tank, batteries and all that stuff.
Oh, right, so you draw, you can put your dive in and...
Yeah, all my diving gear and
Yeah,
all that, and maybe even my bike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you have
No, it's all right, go on.
Do not disturb you.
it's alright.
So I want to paint these black.
What are they made of?
Are they? It's
They're
gone.
stainless, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah, so you'd need etching primer.
So,
Even
Okay,
then,
yeah.
it might come off.
so I'm gonna. So I can really rub them down.
Yeah, take the shine off
Yeah.
and then, yeah, etching,
Etching primer.
Etching
I've
primer.
got some etching primer down there
Yeah.
actually. And then I can use.
They're not plastic coated, are
No,
they? They got any lacquer on
I
them?
don't think so. I mean, I don't
You'll know when you rub it if it's got lacquer.
Yeah.
If it's already got lacquer on, then just rub it down and spray straight over it because the lacquer, the
Oh, okay.
paint will stick to the lacquer. If they're lacquered.
It's such a shame, isn't it? Because they're so nice, but I want them black.
Yeah, where they're going to go on the side of the van
Yeah.
so you can get on the roof. That's a good idea.
I've got 6 of them.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
I bought them ages ago, and I've got them
Yeah.
out, and I'm just ready to start insulating the back half.
Put them on now with some nice spreader washers on the back.
Yeah, I was going to cut some plates out just to take some of the weight.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
So, because I want to put like 3 and then 3.
Yeah,
so
they're nice, aren't
if I
they?
try and find a plate that's quite long, I can put the whole 3 on. So spread the load.
I've got stuff for you for that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it in the barn?
No, it's in my
I've got.
bench.
We've got some bits. Is that part of? Oh, probably.
Yeah, that's This is pretty much a typical day for me. Right. Oh, cheese. Forgot my cheese. Probably too cold now. Oh no, where's my special cheese grater? Oh. It's probably cold now, cheese won't melt. Yeah. Definitely needs a bit of cheese on that. There we go. Well, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Because I've been eating proper food and I've been avoiding anything like this, like mass-produced food that's made out of chemicals.
Yeah.
It's not real food. It tastes like shit.
You're right, mate.
Yeah, it's got this horrible. You can really taste the difference. You know, I can actually taste. I don't even know if I'm going to eat it, to be honest.
That bad?
I might throw it away. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it just tastes like chemicals. Yeah, that's disgusting. That is bloody horrible. Down in the bin. That's lunch taken care of. Yeah, I think I'll just have a coffee and then I'll get back to working on the Vario. Yeah, I need a coffee to take the taste out of my mouth of that crap food. I'm really surprised how much I've noticed the difference in the flavour of that. It really did just taste like, yeah, I'm eating flavoured starch basically, which is what it really is at the end of the day. So I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee and then get back to working on the Vario. And I'll have a proper meal later on tonight. got some nice salmon in the fridge. I'll have some salmon, some eggs and some salad. There. All that good stuff. Good wholesome, proper food. Not fake food. Or, as I like to call it, shit. Oh, I've got to light the gas, haven't I? It won't boil. Well, at least it's a nice sunny day. My batteries are getting charged up. The lights on them are flashing away. I just found a random screw next to my cooker. God knows what that's doing there. I can't believe I did that to my bed. I'm using long life milk. I'm really going for it today because I run out of proper milk. I always carry a can of this, or a carton of long life semi-skim milk in my van, just in case I do run out of milk. It's just purely for emergencies. So now that I've opened it, I might as well use it up. Wait for that kettle to boil, and I'm going to get back to work. I'll see you when I get back in the barn. Well, that really was quite disgusting. Never mind, back to work. I'm going to use what's left of this red oxide primer just to whip a bit round that turret now that it's all exposed metal. After all, the last thing I want is for it to go rusty. And once I've done that, young Judith was very kind to lend me their magnet, their fishing magnet. So I'm going to cover this magnet in a polythene bag and then go around all inside the van and collect up all those iron filings, hopefully. So first of all, I'm just going to paint me bits of turret that I need painting. Gloves, I need some gloves for this. Yep, these are still good to go. Get as much use as you can out of these gloves because they are quite expensive. So I'm going to put loads of this in, especially in there where I'll cut all that up. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, because at the end of the day all of this is going to be hidden underneath the insulation. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get a max fan in here, a 400 by 400 or 40 by 40, depending if you're using millimetres or centimetres. So I've never had a max fan before. I've always used cheaper ceiling fans. So it'd be really nice, because this is going to be a luxury camper van, if I can have a remote controllable max fan fitted to this. I'm really splashing out on this van. I really want it to be as luxurious as possible. So I'm not going to cheap out on the fans. Talking about fans, thank you to all my followers for subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. It really does go a long way in helping me afford to build out this van. Just by watching my videos and watching the adverts in my videos, that's how I actually earn a living, to be able to afford to do this. When I built my Sprinter, for instance, I was absolutely dog broke, and I used my credit card to pretty much pay for that entire Sprinter build. And now, thanks to YouTube, I've managed to pay off my credit card. Which means now I can actually hit it hard to be able to pay for this. So that's how I'm funding this van build. It's 100% going to be funded by using my credit card. So yeah, hopefully you continue to watch my videos, because if you don't, I won't be able to pay off my credit card. I reckon I'm going to give myself at least, I think by the time I've built this van, it's going to probably take me a good part of 2 years to pay for it. And for those of you that wonder why I don't actually travel around in my camper van, because travelling costs money. Obviously you've got to put fuel in your van, so that's why I haven't been travelling in my Sprinter. One, it's been an on-year going project. It's taken me the best part of 4 years to get that Sprinter to the spec that I wanted to get it to. And two, like I say, I wanted to pay off my credit card, and I'm not going to be able to pay my credit card off all the time I'm travelling, which will probably be the case with this van. I probably won't do much travelling. Well, I'll travel, but not too far afield. I'll probably stick to the UK until this van is actually paid for. And once this van is paid for, I'll move on to the next one, which is going to be, and we were talking about this the other day, I've got a long history with Volkswagen camper vans, the old air-cooled ones, and I'd really like to try and get hold of one of those again and do a rebuild, because I really like them basically. And that's one of the things that appeals to me about this van. This is an old classic pretty much now, and yeah, I like old school stuff. I like to do old classics, and I've had like a love-hate relationship with the old Volkswagens, the old bay windows, not the split screen ones. The split screen ones are well out of my price range, well out of my budget. But I would really like to get hold of another bay window, a Westie for instance, like an old Westphalia. That'll be my dream van next, I think, on my next project. But don't worry, I won't be selling this van. This van's not going to be sold for a very long time to come yet. Hope not anyway. So whilst this dries, I'm going to get that great big magnet. Let's see if I can collect all the iron filings that have gone down in here. I can feel them with my fingers. I can actually feel the grey iron filings that have dropped down in this pocket. But whilst I was grinding this out, I was very conscious not to get sparks on my windscreen. I was trying to keep sparks within this area, not too many go over that area into the cab. Hopefully I was successful. Yeah, there you go. Let's get that magnet out and see what happens. Right, so I've got a really strong magnet. I'm going to put the magnet inside the carrier bag. And when all the iron filings stick to this, it'll be a lot easier to get all the iron filings off of the magnet, because all I've got to do is take the magnet out of the bag, leaving the iron filings inside the bag. A bit like picking up dog poo. Let's see if this works. There you go. You can see the line of iron filings on it. Excellent. Look at all of that. Jeez, it's all in there, all the iron filings. Just picking it up. I think I'm just going to scratch everything, trying to do it. Yeah, look at the iron filings on there now. I think I'm just going to have to get a little hoover out and hope the best. Hopefully I'll get it all off with a hoover. Plan A. Or is it plan B? Yeah, plan B. Plan B. Find a hoover. Well, it would seem that using a hoover is a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and hoover out as many crevices as I can possibly find to get rid of all those iron filings.